having some more conservative voices on your network, actually not making them pariahs, not directing your audience to feel that everything that Donald Trump does.
Panel. She is self-appointed. She knows everything. It's great to see her ego take this hit, but I think it will be short-lived.
It's amazing to listen to her talk about.
Get ready, because this story is about to stir up some serious conversation. Picture this. Sunny Hostin, one of the most outspoken and controversial figures in daytime television, is once again at the center of a storm. And this time, it's messier than anyone could have predicted. Known for her bold, no-holds-barred opinions on The View she's never been one to hold back. But has she finally crossed the line? Let's dive in and find out.
Anna went in a different direction. But I love the fact that, Manny is younger and he's
How much younger is he?
Just a little bit.
He's like 1 year, isn't he?
Like a month or a year or 10 years?
5 years. It's more than a year.
Oh.
Anyway, it's not about me.
It all began during a live taping of The View where Sunny Hostin unleashed a series of comments that left the audience stunned and producers scrambling. If you know Sunny, you're aware she's no stranger to controversy. In fact, it almost seems like she thrives on it. But this time, the fallout was bigger, the backlash quicker, and the potential consequences more damaging than ever. So what did she say? Let's just say she targeted a specific group of people without holding back, sparking outrage on social media and even drawing criticism from her own colleagues.
I think that it's very helpful that he's handy, and when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them overhead. He throws the garbage out. Right. He does the heavy stuff.
What's truly wild about this situation is how quickly it spiraled out of control. 1 minute, Sunny was delivering her usual commentary, and the next, producers were reportedly forced to cut the live feed. That's right, they cut the live feed. Let that sink in for a second. For a show like The View where heated debates and controversial remarks are practically a given, this was an unprecedented move. Sources close to the production say Sunny's comments were so incendiary and off the cuff that the team had no choice but to hit the panic button. And when they did, it sent shockwaves through the entertainment world.
So we know Sunny Hostin and her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, are preparing for a legal battle to fight accusations that he committed federal insurance.
Let's rewind for a moment and explore what might have led to this explosive incident. Sunny has long been a magnet for criticism, especially due to her outspoken views on race, gender, and social justice. She's made headlines time and time again for calling out systemic inequities and challenging those in power. However, her critics argue that she sometimes crosses the line into divisiveness. This most recent incident appears to have been the tipping point. According to insiders, the controversy started during a discussion on diversity, equity, and inclusion, a topic Sunny is famously passionate about. Allegedly, she veered off script with comments that many considered inflammatory. While the exact wording hasn't been officially confirmed due to the live feed being cut, multiple sources suggest that Sunny made sweeping generalizations about white men, doubling down on her belief that they have disproportionately benefited from systems of privilege. While this isn't the first time Sunny has targeted this demographic, her delivery this time, described by some as unapologetically blunt, struck a nerve like never before.
Sunny Hostin of The View, who's constantly raging about race and reparations and how bad America is and its racial past and all this stuff.
The backlash was swift and intense. Viewer reactions flooded social media, with hashtags both supporting and condemning Sunny trending within minutes. Some hailed her as a trailblazer for speaking truth to power, while others accused her of fueling division. Then there were those calling for her outright removal from the show, insisting she had crossed a line that even The View couldn't justify. It was pure chaos, and the producers found themselves squarely in the middle of it all. But the drama didn't end there. The fallout extended far beyond the viewers at home. Rumors quickly spread about growing tension among the co-hosts, with whispers of on-set arguments and icy exchanges during commercial breaks. Some sources even claimed certain co-hosts were blindsided by Sunny's comments and felt uncomfortable being linked to the controversy. And let's not forget the producers, who were reportedly in full crisis mode, scrambling to figure out how to address the situation without alienating their audience or further damaging the show's reputation.
We know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
Action, with everything from a public apology to a suspension allegedly being considered. But here's the thing. Sunny has built her entire brand on being unapologetically herself. Would she even agree to walk back her comments? And if she doesn't, what does that mean for her future on the show? These are the questions on everyone's mind, and right now, there are no clear answers. What makes this situation even more complex is the broader cultural moment we're in. Conversations around race, privilege, and equity have never been more urgent, but they also never been more divisive. Sunny's comments, whether you agree with them or not, tapped into deep societal tensions, forcing everyone, from her co-hosts to her critics, to face uncomfortable truths. Some argue that this is exactly what makes her an essential voice on The View *, while others believe her approach does more harm than good, alienating potential allies and deepening divides.
I think he's doing something a little bit more diabolical, if I'm being honest. Representative...
Amid all the chaos, Sunny has remained relatively quiet, at least publicly. But those who know her well say she's not one to back down from a fight. If anything, this controversy might only make her more determined. After all, this is the same Sunny Hostin who once said, "If you're not making people uncomfortable, you're not telling the truth. Love her or hate her. There's no denying she's a force to be reckoned with." Still, the big question is, how does The View * move forward from here? The show has survived its share of controversies over the years, but this one feels different. The stakes are higher, the backlash is louder, and the potential fallout is greater. Will the producers stand by Sunny and risk alienating a large part of their audience? Or will they take action to distance themselves from her remarks, potentially sacrificing one of their most provocative voices in the process? It's a delicate balancing act, and all eyes are on them to see how they handle it.
And I've been criticizing them for 8 years for doing it, pointing out that it's not the job of the media.
Meanwhile, the public reaction continues to evolve. Petitions calling for Sunny's removal have amassed thousands of signatures, while others have rallied behind her, arguing that her voice is more essential than ever. The debate has even spilled over into the media, with pundits and commentators weighing in on what this controversy reveals about free speech, accountability, and the role of daytime television in shaping public discourse. This conversation shows no signs of slowing down, and it has implications that extend far beyond The View *. As we wait to see how this all plays out, one thing is clear. Sunny Hostin is not backing down without a fight. Whether you see her as a fearless truth-teller or a divisive figure, there's no denying that she sparked a conversation that's impossible to ignore. And in the world of television, controversy might just be the ultimate currency. But at what cost? Here's the kicker. This isn't just about Sunny or even The View *. It's a reflection of the larger cultural battles playing out across the country. How do we navigate conversations about race and privilege in a way that's both honest and constructive? What role does the media play in amplifying or silencing these voices? And perhaps most importantly, where do we draw the line between free speech and accountability? These are the questions that Sunny's comments have forced us to confront, and the answers are anything but simple.
Which, by the way, how annoying is The View getting? God, they're insufferable, that lot, aren't they? It's just a side effect.
As for The View *, the pressure has never been higher. Will they manage to turn this controversy into a teachable moment, Or will it mark the beginning of the end for one of daytime television's most iconic shows? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Stay tuned, because the drama is just getting started. All right, folks, let's pick up right where we left off, because the saga surrounding Sunny Hostin and The View is only getting juicier, messier, and way more complicated. If you thought the public backlash and calls for her removal were the end of it, think again. This controversy is like a snowball rolling downhill, picking up speed and dragging everything, and everyone, in its path. And trust us, the ripple effects of this scandal go far beyond just Sunny's comments. It's not just her career on the line. The View itself is facing an existential crisis, and the fallout is spilling into every corner of her personal and professional life. Buckle up, because this is where things really start to heat up.
Sunny Hostin, one of the ladies on The View, she just came out. And you got to give her credit for standing against massive unpopularity.
Let's begin with the shocking aftermath of the live feed being cut. For a show like The View which thrives on spirited debates and controversial opinions, pulling the plug mid-broadcast is almost unheard of. According to insiders, the decision to cut the feed wasn't taken lightly. It was reportedly a last-minute call by producers who feared that letting Sunny continue her tirade could cause irreparable damage, not just to her reputation, but to the show's brand as a whole. And let's be honest, The View has been no stranger to controversy over the years. But this was a whole new level of chaos. The fallout was immediate. Fans who were watching live were left stunned and confused, flooding social media with questions and theories about what had just happened. Did Sunny get fired on the spot? Was this the beginning of the end for The View Within hours, the hashtag cancel The View began trending, with critics blasting the show for allowing such a divisive moment to air in the first place. On the flip side, Sunny's supporters rallied behind her, accusing the producers of silencing a powerful voice and stifling free speech. It turned into a full-blown online war, with both sides digging in their heels and refusing to back down.
She just came out at a time when woke is at its absolute lowest. Nobody wants to claim that mantle anymore. She claimed that mantle. And she said to oppose woke, actually, is ungodly and unchristian.
But the drama didn't stop there. Behind the scenes, The View producers were reportedly scrambling to do damage control. According to multiple sources, emergency meetings were held at ABC headquarters, with executives demanding answers and weighing their options. Should they issue a public apology, suspend Sunny, or in the most extreme scenario, let her go entirely? The stakes couldn't have been higher. After all, The View is one of ABC's flagship programs, and any misstep could send the network into a tailspin. One insider described the atmosphere as pure chaos, with producers walking on eggshells and tensions running sky high. Meanwhile, Sunny's co-hosts were allegedly caught in the crossfire. Rumors of behind-the-scenes tension started swirling almost immediately, with whispers of heated arguments and icy interactions during commercial breaks. Some reports even suggested that certain co-hosts were privately pushing for Sunny's removal, fearing that her continued presence on the show would tarnish their own reputations. On the other hand, others were said to be rallying behind her, arguing that her voice was too valuable to lose. It was a classic case of divide and conquer, and it only added fuel to an already raging fire.
Right. I don't think you could be called woke if you don't support abortion and so-called trans rights, right?
And then there's the issue of the audience and advertisers. Let's not forget, this controversy didn't just set social media on fire. It also hit The View where it hurts the most, the ratings and the wallet. Early reports show that viewership took a significant dip in the days following the live feed incident, with some longtime fans vowing never to watch the show again. Advertisers, too, were reportedly rattled, with several brands pulling their spots or threatening to do so if Sunny remained on the panel. For a show that relies heavily on advertising revenue, this was nothing short of a nightmare. But here's where things take an even darker turn. As if the professional fallout wasn't enough, Sunny's personal life has now been thrust into the spotlight, and not in a good way. This isn't the first time Sunny has found herself at the center of a scandal, and her critics are wasting no time dredging up past controversies to use against her. Chief among them are the ongoing legal troubles involving her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin.
According to the documents, he knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries.
For those of you who may not be familiar with the details, Sunny's husband, Dr. Emmanuel Hostin, is currently embroiled in a massive insurance fraud lawsuit that has been making headlines for months. Dr. Hostin, an orthopedic surgeon, is one of nearly 200 defendants named in a federal case filed by American Transit, a New York-based insurance company. The lawsuit accuses him of being involved in a scheme to inflate medical bills and collect fraudulent payments, with the total damages allegedly reaching into the hundreds of millions. Yikes. To be fair, Sunny has publicly defended her husband, calling the lawsuit frivolous and accusing American Transit of launching a smear campaign against her family. In a fiery statement, she claimed the company was using her celebrity status to generate publicity and distract from its own financial troubles. "Our family will not be intimidated or harassed," she declared, vowing to fight back with a countersuit for defamation. But despite her strong defense, the case has cast a long shadow over her public image, and this latest controversy on *The View* has only made things worse.
And it's a very serious crime. In fact, it's one of the largest, if not the largest, RICO case in New York's history.
Timing couldn't be worse. As the legal battle drags on, critics are questioning whether Sunny's outspoken nature on *The View* has been a distraction from her family's troubles, or worse, a deliberate attempt to shift the narrative. Some have even accused her of hypocrisy, pointing out that she often speaks about accountability and justice on air while her husband faces serious allegations of wrongdoing. It's a messy situation, to say the least, and one that threatens to undermine everything Sunny has worked so hard to build. But let's not forget about *The View* itself, which is now facing an uphill battle to restore its reputation and win back its audience. In addition to the ratings drop and advertiser pullouts, the show is reportedly dealing with internal division and mounting pressure from ABC executives. Some sources suggest the network is considering a major shakeup, with the possibility of replacing multiple co-hosts or even rebranding the show entirely. It's a bold move, but one that might be necessary to save the sinking ship.
This is the largest RICO case ever filed in the state of New York. You guys wrap that around your brain. That's bigger than the mafia.
So where does all of this leave Sunny Hostin? For now, her future on *The View* hangs in the balance. While some fans and colleagues continue to stand by her, the mounting backlash and legal troubles make it increasingly difficult for ABC to justify keeping her on the panel. Even if she manages to weather the storm, the question remains, at what cost? Will Sunny emerge from this controversy stronger than ever, or will this be the beginning of the end for her television career? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this story is far from over. And what about *The View*? Can the show survive this latest scandal, or is it doomed to become just another once iconic program that couldn't adapt to changing times? With so much at stake, the pressure is on producers and executives to make the right moves, whatever those might be. One thing's certain, the world will be watching closely to see how this drama unfolds.
So he was scamming insurance companies from taxi drivers, Uber drivers, and Lyft drivers. He was performing unnecessary surgeries and then providing fraudulent medical services.
So what do you think? Is Sunny Hostin being unfairly targeted, or did she bring this on herself? And can *The View* recover from this PR nightmare? Or is it the end of one of daytime TV's most iconic shows? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates on this unfolding saga. Stay tuned. because the drama is just getting started.